Welcome to Math 345, Applied Mathematics. I want to take just a few minutes here and give you kind of an overview of the course. Um, Applied mathematics is kind of a self explanatory term in a certain sense. We're going to be taking what we know from mathematics and using it to understand and manipulate and, deal with some other area. I always run the course with sort of a central theme. So there's going to be one area that we look at in particular as an application area. And this semester, like the past several semesters I've done the course, we're going to be using sound and music as the application area. So we'll be applying mathematical concepts to sounds, waveforms, musical sounds, musical compositions. We'll be simulating musical instruments and so on. That kind of gives the course a little bit of a unity and a focus, right? Because we'll always be dealing with those same basic applications. But a lot of the tools and techniques that we use in this course will be applicable far beyond, acoustics or mathematical music theory or whatever. And so I think it's going to be a valuable course for you. I also think it'll be I hope it will be a fun and interesting course for you. Um, just to give you a little bit more details about what we're doing, the idea of applied mathematics is, I like to say that in some sense, applied mathematics is harder than pure mathematics. And not because of the mathematics that's involved, it's the same, right? Math is math. But it's because in order to be a good applied mathematician, you typically have to not only know the mathematics, you have to know something about the field that it's being applied to. And that is often very interesting, but it can be challenging as well. So in this course, I'm going to be guiding you through some of the applications of math to, acoustics and music and so on. Another aspect of that is that the job of an applied mathematician is often sort of to, in addition to doing the math, and solving whatever problem you're dealing with, you need to be able to communicate to stakeholders that may not be, mathematicians. They may be scientists from some other discipline, or they may not even be, technical folks at all. They may be managerial folks and so on. So communication is really a big part of being an applied mathematician. And we'll be doing that in the course. A lot of the assignments you turn in and so on, I'm going to frame as if they were like work products that you're turning in some sort of work situation where you've got a project that you're doing, right? So you'll be submitting, in addition to the normal kind of things you'd see in a math class, like, homework problems and things like that, we'll have short technical reports, short technical memos, memorandum. We'll also have a couple of major projects in the course, which will be like, small papers, maybe, 10 pages or something. And so that's what we'll be doing. By the time the course is finished, we'll have a number of things that we can actually take home with us, right? First of all, you're going to have on your own computer basically a software synthesizer that you've made, in the course of this class. On that synthesizer, you'll be able to play various different sounds. You'll be able to construct your own musical compositions and perform those, and many other things that are interesting. So I think it's kind of nice in that way too. The end product in applied mathematics is usually not just a paper or something like that. It's something that works. It's something that actually does something and works. And so you'll have that at the end of the course, and I like that feature of the course as well. One thing that you're going to have to get signed up for before we even get started is a website called My Open Math. And I've got a separate video that sort of walks you through that sign-in process. But you'll need to get signed up for that website because it's going to host all of our course materials like lecture notes and lecture slides. It's going to also be the place in which you submit most of your homework and project another thing that you need to be aware of, and you'll need to download and get running on your own computer, on your own laptop, is a piece of software called MATLAB. MATLAB is a computational environment that is widely used in industry and academia by applied mathematicians, engineers, and others. And you're going to need to buy the student version of MATLAB, which is about $49, and install that on your machine. And again, that needs to be done pretty much by the first day of class. And so there's another video that I've made that kind of walks you through the process of purchasing and installing MATLAB. So after you see this video, be sure to check out those other two and get those things done before our first class meeting on Monday. There is no text for the course. Those materials will be supplied by me. So really the only outside expense for this course is the $49 charge for MATLAB. The course will be structured sort of like a working group might be structured in a company. That is, I'm going to sort of consider this class to be a project group. And we will have regular meetings of that group. Of course, those will be our class meetings. In those meetings, we'll be discussing the problems we're dealing with, the theory and mathematical techniques that we're going to bring to bear on those problems, and so on. There will be assignments. There'll be regular homework assignments. Again, most of those will be submitted over MyOpenMath. There will also be two major projects for the course. Both of these will have to do with using the computer to make a software synthesizer that can play and perform, compositions that are musical in nature but mathematically inspired. In addition to those two major products, we're going to have a midterm and we will have a final. So there's really like 5 components of the course grade: the homework, the projects, the midterm, the final exam, and I guess that's 4 major components. So yeah, that's about it. I think it's going to be an interesting and informative journey for you. I think you'll be surprised and interested to see how much of the mathematics you already know can be brought to bear on this problem of the mathematics of sound and music. And we'll also be learning some new mathematics along the way. Some of the topics we'll be talking about that you may not have heard of or may not have studied in depth include things like the Fourier transform, Fourier series. We'll be talking about the recursive generation of sequences and recursively defined sequence sets. So there's a lot of good stuff up ahead. I'm really looking forward to the course, as I always do every time I teach it. And I'm super glad that you are on board. I will look forward to meeting you on Monday. In the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can always get in touch with me via my Hamden Sydney email address, mpendergrass@hsc. So in the meantime, take care, and I will be talking to you real soon.